She walked out of school that morning carrying a backpack she had never used before. By evening, she was gone, no ticket, no goodbye, no trace. Even after nearly a decade, no one knows what really happened to Mekayla Bali. Backhand index pointing right before we go further. Hit subscribe and press the bell. You don't want to miss this story. On April 12, 2016, 16-year-old Mekayla Bali disappeared from Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Seems simple, a teenager leaving for a vacation. But the deeper the investigators dug, the more puzzling and sinister the case became. Friends last saw Mekayla at Sacred Heart High School, where she mentioned casually that she was heading to Regina. No one thought it was unusual. No one tried to stop her. She never returned. Mekayla was quiet, shy, and introspective. She loved the Hunger Games, fantasy video games like League of Legends, and spent time playing the violin and photography. She wasn't reckless. She didn't smoke. She didn't use drugs. Her mother described her as gentle and soft-spoken, the kind of person who listened more than she spoke. But she craved connection, and that craving would play a key role in what happened next. Like many teens, Mekayla communicated online. Friends later told police she had been talking to several people, often through anonymous apps. Most conversations were brief and forgettable. But investigators believe that on the day she disappeared, she was in contact with someone important, someone unknown, and that person could hold the key to her disappearance. 2 months before her disappearance, Mekayla received a bouquet of roses at school. No card, no sender's name, just a plain cardboard box. Police eventually identified the sender, but this information was never made public. Was it innocent or a warning? Tear off calendar April 11th. The day before, Mekayla told friends she was leaving town. They didn't take her seriously. That evening, she called TD Bank customer service 3 times, checked her balance, and transferred $25. She also contacted friends, mentioning a man named Christopher, who was supposed to visit Saskatchewan. However, police later confirmed he never came. At 6:41 a.m., Mekayla asked a friend for a ride to the bank. She claimed she had $5,000, but bank records proved she didn't. By 8:08 a.m., her phone connected to the school Wi-Fi. At 8:26 a.m., she left through the back entrance. Security cameras followed her, walking, stopping, constantly checking her phone, as if she was waiting for someone. The bank. At 8:55 a.m., Mekayla withdrew $55, all the cash she had. Camera footage shows her talking on the phone before entering. That call never appeared in records. In fact, none of her calls that day were properly logged. Hamburger, the restaurant. At a Tim Hortons/Wendy's, Mekayla sat alone, backpack beside her. She switched exits multiple times, repeatedly checking the door. At 10:12 a.m., she texted, "Hey, I need help." 30 minutes later, "Never mind, I figured it out." She then approached an older woman, asking for help renting a hotel room. Why would a 16-year-old need adult assistance for this? The woman refused. Mekayla returned to her booth, made another call, and left. The bus depot. By noon, Mekayla returned briefly to school and then headed to the bus depot. She asked when the next bus left. 5 p.m. She didn't buy a ticket. Later, a witness claimed to see her with a large man carrying white bags, but police dismissed the sighting. At 1:45 p.m., she was last captured on camera. After that, nothing. Magnifying glass tilted left the investigation. Police investigated everything: bank activity, phone records, social media, friends, online contacts, but many apps she used like Kik leave almost no trace. Kik has been linked to grooming cases, raising more concern for investigators. Despite hundreds of tips, no solid suspect emerged. Bust in silhouette suspects. Several individuals were investigated. Christopher, confirmed not in Canada. Josh, a boy from church, cleared. A man claiming to be her father, cleared. Over 600 tips were received, including international sightings. Scotland, Colombia, Calgary, Edmonton, all unconfirmed. Camera with flash social media clues. Months later, a Snapchat message to Mekayla's account appeared as opened. Was it a glitch, or had someone accessed her account? Another Instagram account under her name reportedly existed with one word in the bio: goodbye. Did Mekayla plan to run away? Was she manipulated by someone online? Did she meet someone she trusted and shouldn't have? She prepared to leave, but what really happened remains unknown. Years later, Mekayla's family continues posting online, still hoping. Somewhere between the bus depot and silence, the truth remains missing. Backhand index pointing down your turn. Do you think Mekayla left on her own? Or was she manipulated? Comment your theory below. Thumbs up like if the story stayed with you. Bell subscribe and press the bell icon. Outbox tray share the story. Someone out there might know the truth.